chop wood, carry water.
Fellas, how we doing?
Hey man, a lot of football was played this week.
A lot of football was played this week.
A lot of football was played this week.
And I just want to know, something that I really have taken. We talked about it last week with Oklahoma State, boys having tarps off, bringing a little momentum.
Yes,
I saw a lot of that this weekend.
Yeah,
and to me, I think it's a litmus test of where your program's at.
I agree.
And I think it's a litmus test of saying that your program's in the fucking dog water.
Yeah,
and the boys are rallying, taking their tarps off, having a good time.
There's only so many Saturdays. Make them count.
Make them count. Like. When I see the boys out there rowdy and I think about it, like, you get maybe 6 home games now.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't give a shit if we're dog water. Fill the stands. Have a good time.
Like, hey, you're not losing until the game starts.
What are you going to do January? What are you going to do January 10th?
Also, who are you to say that you're not going to win a game anymore? Look at what UCLA is doing, which we will get into that.
Hey.
Do we have a list of the teams that started doing the shirt tarps off?
I think I saw 3 more this week.
There's a few.
Were they all like getting their ass kicked and it started or
a long time ago at Indiana? I did some research.
I did see that. It was
and it started
like
Indiana,
2019
right
Indiana
before
or something
Signetti
like that.
took over.
Okay. Interesting.
Oregon State was on the law. I saw them doing tarps off.
Yeah.
Were they getting blown out?
But they're having a tough season.
Yeah.
No, they weren't getting blown out yet.
Okay.
What I'm saying is there's only so many Saturdays. Let them count. I agree with you. And that's why I've always tipped my hat to a program like Nebraska, who has had a sellout since, I want to say, the year 1969 or something like that.
The Big Red
Great year.
And they're in the process of, throughout that, they've missed bowl games because they just aren't eligible.
They just got mollywopped on the weekend. Like,
it happens.
By a team that they should not have lost to.
Minnesota, though.
I want to say they got exposed. I
wanted to say I think Matt Rule was a little distracted.
I think he's got a lot of text messages right now. I think some of them might be from some Penn State alumni with checkbooks.
I think so too.
All right, Florida's coach.
We need to just get into it.
Okay,
who's taking over Florida's seat?
Let's just talk about the amount of firings there've been. Okay, we're in what 8 weeks into the season.
It's week 8.
We're not even in November yet.
Nope. We're not even in scary hours.
There's some definite, like, Wisconsin's 1 to 2 losses away from making a change.
Yep.
I was surprised Colorado State can Jay Norvell because they just beat Fresno State. Hey, I don't know how good we are. We'll see this weekend, but
they blew us out.
But like
they're what 2-3.
They're like 1-4, I think.
No. Now they're 2-4 now.
2-4. 2-4 canned him, but he had the same trajectory last season. If you go back and look at their record, real bad, and then threw some games together. And I think they're like, "Yo, it's time to move, baby." Like,
I guess
I've said this forever. Coaching turnover kills programs. It kills programs, but that's what's going to be now.
But there's so many open seats now that you're like, who deserves a chance?
And
who's going to make a leap from a program that we're like, whoa.
Well, and let's backtrack one hair, and I know we're kind of going all over the place right now, but James Franklin was on College Game Day this week.
Yep, I watched that.
I don't know who coordinated that. I don't know who agreed to that. To me, that was a little fresh. I
think
he might have wanted to.
Was seeping blood still.
That's what I'm saying. He stank still. He didn't even shower since the news.
He didn't even have a chance to cauterize that thing. Like, it was still. He was leaking in the field.
I think he might have said, you know what? Like, let's just.
Well, I think there's one sentence or phrase that he wanted to get out there, and I don't think he's a Twitter guy. I don't think it was him wanting to make a private videographer video necessarily. He wanted to go on College Game Day when everybody's watching college football
live.
This is 10 minutes before Saturday morning slate. And basically his phrase at the end of his little spiel was, the goal is to still win the national championship. We're just going to do it somewhere else now. That just goes to show,
hardball.
Hey, there is no, I don't know if I'm going to coach anymore. I'm getting a payout. No, hey, who wants to hire me? And who's
ready to go build something?
He talked about having a Thanksgiving dinner for like his coaching staff and their families, and he said, I had this moment where I realized their success relies on me as well. Yeah. Something to that sense.
Yeah,
it gave me chills. And then he goes, "We're just gonna have to win a natty somewhere else."
If you really look at what he did at Penn State, he built a program.
They were in a low.
They were in a pretty low.
They were in a. Hey, we are kind of like the black sheep of college football. All of a sudden, nobody wants to go here.
Correct.
Nobody wants to go here anymore.
And really pumped out talent and won a lot of games.
Right.
We've gotten into the record against top 25, but like take that out of the equation.
Right.
The dude built the program over the last 6-7 years.
The guy's guaranteeing a playoff spot, basically.
It's kind of crazy to hear what that conversation was like. He said that the guy just came up and said, "Hey, we're going a different way," and all of a sudden it was like, bang, he has to go address everybody.
I'm
sure it's pretty bang bang. I'm sure it's real bang bang.
You want to rip the Band-Aid off in that situation?
Why not?
You do.
Like you do. I would rather it be ripped off that way too.
That being said, there are some big coach openings that are happening, and we're not even there yet.
Like, I'm really hooked on this Florida spot because I know
people are throwing Lane Kiffin's name.
I heard a lot of Lane Kiffin.
But here's my thing: I don't think Florida's an upgrade to Ole Miss.
That was going to be one of my questions to you, fellas.
And
are they equals? Is that a step down or a step up?
I think it's a sideways move, and it's like
very lateral.
But is it lateral to go vertical?
I don't think so.
Is there, like, I see what he's built with. I've talked about a lot. He's one of my out of town teams that I like watching.
Yeah,
he's built something special during that real wild wave of NIL. Really put together a good collective, built some success, and I'm like, is Florida technically bigger though? Like, if we were going to take a lateral and we started really looking at the metrics of it, what brand is seen more? What university wins more? And I have to say Florida, but he's built way too much success at Ole Miss to just be like a 9-3. Like,
well, I think every coach is different.
Correct.
Because some coaches are building programs and other coaches are really riding success. Look at DeBoer. He hasn't built really programs. He's bounced around and had success where he's gone. Fresno State, when he was there, had some success. He left. They've kind of fluctuated. Indiana, same thing. All of a sudden now they have a new coach who's really started to build something. Washington, look, they're down. So I think it depends on what. Hard. Yeah, they are. But it depends on what kind of coach we're talking about.
So here's my thing. I don't know why my head just went to, and maybe we were too young. I wasn't invested the way I am today.
Yep.
Nick Saban went from LSU, where he won a natty at LSU, and he went to Alabama, a rival, right?
Yeah.
That is kind of a comparable thing, I think, here on a Lane Kiffin going to Florida. Okay?
I can see that.
Now, he isn't necessarily winning an Ole Miss natty right now, but he's made Ole Miss. They're a prominent top 15 team.
But they're 5-1 this year. Like they're
playing arguably.
They're on a pathway.
I would say right now Georgia is, in my opinion, in the top 3 in my brain.
Maybe you need to go lateral for a change of scenery. Maybe he's looking at taxes. You're going to Florida. I think Lane moves that way a little bit.
I think they have great donors in Ole Miss, but I think that there's some really good donors.
What about like a Lincoln Riley type motherfucker? Lincoln Riley, you're getting paid good money at USC. Okay.
We haven't really talked about that either.
You're having success at USC. Let's just be honest. You're not going to get the roster at USC right now to go in and out. You don't have SEC money.
No.
You don't have SEC
you
money.
Don't. And you're just like not playing.
You're not going to win.
Like always get to the point where you need to be as sharp as
you have to be a lot more perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Like
the margin's so much smaller.
You're a great Peach Bowl winner. Oh, is what you are.
And you're
USC.
fired up about it.
Yeah, and you're probably seeking in the playoff in the next 5 years. But I don't think you're winning an Natty. You go to Florida with the resources they have, the SEC pedigree. I could see Lincoln Riley saying, "Let's go," because
and that's a step up, though.
That's a step up.
To me, that's like I know how storied USC is, but like. That would be a true, like, hey, we're about to level up again.
I could even see a Brian Kelly type dude where Brian Kelly falls off. I think Brian Kelly loses a couple more games. He's on the hot seat.
That's what we don't understand is there's probably a good handful of guys that are actually in the hot seat. We just don't really recognize it yet. That are getting these calls, getting these texts, like, And I could see that happening more like with the Lincoln Riley one. I could see. If they were really struggling, they've lost a few tough games, but outside of that, they're playing hard football. They could realistically be in the conversation of making the playoffs if they hadn't lost this last weekend.
Right.
But now you look at some of these guys that are having trouble. That's where I could see somebody making the move.
But the only big red flag that James Franklin has attached to his name right now is he couldn't win the big one. That's his whole thing, and I wonder if that taints the likability of a program like Florida wanting to hire. Like, if I'm a Florida Gator fan or I'm a donor, right? Am I happy we got James Franklin out of the whole coaching pool available right now? Probably.
I'd be pretty fired up.
But I also could see the whispers being like, he couldn't win at Penn State. What's going to change?
Yeah, what makes you think that's going to happen?
Well, and
same bankroll, same intensity, same atmosphere. Like, they were, competing at the very top of the Big Ten, which I think in the last 5 years has arguably become more neck and neck with the SEC. Probably not as deep, but their top is competing with their top.
Yeah.
It's a fair statement, I think.
The top 2% is the same.
So if I'm Florida, I'm going, why do we get this guy? He can't win the big one. I'd more rather chase after a Kalen DeBoer type dude who's like winning everywhere he goes. Can he win the big one? And Alabama,
they're rolling.
They're good.
They're
Alabama,
rolling.
I think Alabama's winning the Natty right
They're
now.
rolling, baby.
Like today.
No,
They look
rolling.
good.
Yeah.
They look really good. And I really like all the little wrinkles they're doing. I think going to it, was it at home or was it at Rocky Top this week? I didn't get a chance to catch the game, but I followed up on
It's
it.
at home, I believe.
Like, that's a big win.
Huge win.
Huge win no matter what. Like, Tennessee's a good football team. They're coached well. I think that it's Hewitt over there as the head coach, I believe. He could be in one of those situations of looking at one of these programs like, hey, I've been giving it a good run here at Tennessee. We've had success. We just can't quite put it together. Is there another program that might look at a way for, like, him going to Penn State?
Right.
It may not fit, but in his eyes, he'd be like, hey, I'm going to a different conference. Those are different coaches to play through. My pathway could look a little different than trudging through the juggernauts of the SEC every single year.
Agreed.
So I think there's something to look at there. But I want to get into this. I want to get into my two out-of-town teams that I like, and the wagon in Texas Tech.
Okay.
Just losing against ASU.
Now, let's not act like ASU some chumps now.
They're not.
I think they got their swagger back.
They're getting their swagger back.
They-
Those
they're-
uniforms were cold.
Very cool.
And I think it's actually a good thing for Texas Tech.
Lose it now.
Lose it now. Wipe it, clean it. Good team.
Peak at the right time.
Might have to see him, but I think it's a good lock-in. Put your mouthpiece in and see, hey, let's continue being a wagon the rest of the season.
I agree. I also think that if you look across the Big 12 right now, a lot of good teams.
Lots of good teams.
I think Big 12 might have 5 teams ranked in the top 25. Something like that.
Well,
Utah, BYU, Texas Tech,
Utah
Arizona
just got knocked
State.
out.
Yeah, but
I know, but
by
Utah's
BYU, so they
Utah's
might
still
stay in it.
competitive.
Yeah.
Because the 25 team just lost 2, so there was enough at the back.
I'm
end.
trying
right.
to think. I think there's one more.
Who are we blanking on in the Big 12?
TCU.
Yeah,
TCU's rolling.
Yeah.
Like there's some good ball in a lot of conferences right now, but I think Texas Tech needed to get punched in the mouth. I don't know who they have upcoming, but it looks like they're in a situation now where there's a really good opportunity for 3 Big 12 teams to maybe sneak into playoff.
And I like that for them.
I love it for
And
them.
I love that for that conference, just kind of as it blossoms in its realignment era of just the dispersal of talent. One little fun fact about this BYU-Utah game. We've talked about it. That's a rowdy.
Cincinnati. Cincinnati's 21 right now.
Yes.
Yep.
We talked about it last week. The BYU-Utah game. It's in Utah. It's pretty rowdy.
The Holy War.
The Holy War, right? We watch it every year. It's usually on a Friday. I'm pretty sure it was on a Saturday this year.
Can you believe that there was 28 points scored in that fourth quarter?
That's legit.
There was no score until like midway through the second.
But they play defensive front. The stadium.
They're playing. There's that rivalry. Like we're
Yeah.
playing a little harder.
We're
So.
playing a little hard. The
I
stadium's
love
a
it.
little louder.
I love it.
They win the game, right? Win it in fanatical way. They storm the field. I come to find out a little tidbit. The CEO, co-founder of Crumble, is an alumni of BYU, friend of their program.
Makes sense.
Paid on the spot the fine for the fans to storm the field.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
And the coach pulls him in the locker room and is like, hey, I just want you fellas to know that guy right there is paying the fine in front. They're like, "Ah."
I love that.
That's
how it should be.
That's new age college football, though.
No, but that's how it should be. Not, hey guys, just to let you know, like this is a Zoom call. No, fuck that. Bring him in the locker room while the adrenaline's still
He's with
rolling,
the
the juice
boys.
is still there, and get him going.
And
He just dropped 50 bands to
Dude,
get
I
in
had,
the locker room.
I had to do some research. Like, is this guy actually an alum of BYU? And he is. And he's
Yeah,
a co-founder.
it checks out.
Checks out. And I was like, yo, that's pretty dope. Like, let's see some more of that action where these donors just getting pissing matches.
Absolutely.
Dude, how about their quarterback, though? Bear Bachmeier,
Yeah.
number 47?
47 is disgusting.
47 with a 22-yard game-winning tutty?
Come on, man.
True
Come
freshman?
on, man.
Unbelievable. Is he 47 because they didn't think he was going to start?
No.
That's by choice. Gotta
He's
be by
always worn 47. There's a story behind it. I don't know the story
Okay.
behind it.
It's probably a cool story, but it's a crazy look when you don't know.
Crazy number.
Yeah.
Another
It's-
one to think
it's
about.
disgusting.
No, I don't think I've ever seen a number 47 at quarterback.
Who? Denard Robinson rocked what, 98 at Michigan?
But that's kind of cold. Like,
For the athlete he was, it's fucking disgusting.
That's cold. That's cold. That's rolling downhill. But some we're not talking about in the top 2 losing. Miami going down.
Oh,
to
dude.
Louisville.
I think nobody was mad about it because Miami shits the bed.
No,
it's
I mean-
what they do is they piss down their leg.
The crazy thing is, it's not even like the 4 interceptions were that crazy because they didn't score on any of those
Hold on,
drives.
Pause. That's crazy. 4 interceptions is insane
No,
work.
yeah, but the even crazier part is Louisville didn't score on any of those drives.
I just think that
That's wild.
did it not feel like social media, ESPN, like nobody cared that the number 2 team in the country just
I
went
think
down.
it was like irrelevant number 2.
Like a big notice on anything either. Like,
no, I didn't even see an upset alert.
Like a little small ESPN, they're like Louisville drops number 2 Miami and then gone. Like no uproar, no nothing.
What did they drop to in the polls?
I haven't looked at the updated
like
polls
9
yet.
or something like that. But
like, don't you think like a team like Miami, like you just said, they just catastrophically shit the bed every year.
Yeah.
In some type of fashion like this.
Yeah.
They're 9.
To a decent Louisville team, not the best.
Yeah.
I think don't even rank them. Like I think
No.
there should be way more cutthroat on
I am
this.
agreeing on that extremely.
Let's carousel that back 15. Just because we need to
I
see
think
some shit.
if you're number 2 Miami and you lose to an unranked Louisville, who
Gone.
by the way,
Gone.
I bet them
Damn.
plus 13.5 because I was like, this is, first of all, this game's always close. Louisville's going to come with their piss hot.
Correct.
And I knew that
You hammered
something.
it?
Yeah, I was in there. I was in there like swimwear.
And
But I don't see. They should be 18. You lost to an unranked
that's what I
opponent.
mean. You should
You
be
lost to an unranked
at
opponent.
least out of the 15.
Now-
out of the top 15.
And look, you got Georgia Tech right now 7-0. Rightfully so, is ranked 7 in the country.
yeah,
They
I
have
like
some
that.
keynote wins. They have not shit the bed. There's some games that snuck up on them. Only thing that matters is wins and losses. Indiana, number 2. We talked about it last week. They very well. You take the logos away. I think Indiana's the number 1 team in the country.
I agree with that.
Dude, and the craziest thing is they have a very winnable schedule.
Absolutely. But some of these ones bother me a little bit, man. Like Texas right now is 5-2. They're ranked 22 in the country.
Get them out of there.
Let him earn a couple more. Let him earn a couple more, man.
They've already lost too many big
LSU
games.
5-2. Fuck off, LSU.
You've lost 2 big games.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
You shouldn't even be dancing anymore.
Michigan.
Okay, yeah, but who are we putting in there?
I don't know. I don't
Who are we
care,
putting
man.
in there?
just-
Because there's
just-
only so many
okay,
teams.
no.
Keep
Navy's
sliding
undefeated.
it. Keep
Yeah,
sliding.
no.
it.
Navy's
There
undefeated.
we go. That's a good one.
No, but like it's not even about who we put it. You don't have to try to replace the 2 with someone who needs to be the 2. You just keep carouseling everyone up.
That's what I'm saying.
The back 10 on the top 25 should be a hopper. It should just be
Constantly.
rolling. Yeah,
Constantly.
Like why not? That's the only way we're going to get to the point where we actually get the right teams in the 12 college football playoff and start winning games.
I agree.
Like,
Let's roll into some of these bigger teams and some matchups. One that I have circled in Sharpie on my paper right now. Indiana, number 2 in the country.
UCLA.
They're taking on UCLA.
Come
UCLA
on.
is on what we call a heater. A heater. Now,
they're on a sick one. They're at pace right now.
I
Straight up.
think we just talked about rankings. UCLA is currently 3-4. If they won this game, hypothetically, they'd be 4-4. I think UCLA should jump to 15 in the
But
country.
like 3-0 in conference though.
At 4-4.
Yeah,
But 3-0 in
and also
conference.
getting James Franklin fired. And
That's what I mean. Like it would be the whole storyline of the fact that their 3-0 run was.
If you
against
take out number
some
2
good
Indiana,
teams.
you're ranked top 15.
Need to
I don't
be.
give
I
a
think-
fuck.
need to be at
well,
4-4, be
not
sicko mode.
not top 2 Indiana like Miami. It's top 2 Indiana that's beating some good teams.
No, it's legit
No,
top 2.
It's top
Yes.
2 Indiana beating their breaks off everyone they have the opportunity to.
Yeah.
I don't want to say Skip's luck's going to run out. I don't doubt him
I mean, they're
1 ounce.
they're
Let's
top
just
would-
remember
top
it's
would
at
carry one
minus
program.
24 and a half.
Hey,
Hey.
so is Penn State.
Hey,
No, I know. I'm just saying. Let's just remember.
you,
But-
heard, you heard Signetti say on his presser leading up to this week, that's not a 3-4 team. It's a 3-0 team.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like get your fucking
No,
mind right.
he's
They're coming
making
hot.
sure there's no rat poison in the room.
Okay, I just want to throw this out there.
Okay.
If UCLA, we're gonna go through the hypothetical again.
Okay.
If UCLA beats Indiana, beats Nebraska, beats Ohio State,
They're number 1 in the country. They're number 1 in the country. I don't give a fuck what
I'm
anyone
buying
says.
a Bruins skipper jersey, okay?
I
That's what I'm doing. If they end up in that
if
position,
UCLA
I'm wearing a
runs
Bruins coach
if
skipper jersey.
UCLA goes 8-4 this year,
they're in the college
they're
football
going to be the first team to be 8-4, ranked number 1 in the country. I do not care what anybody
Give me
says.
that. No, give me that.
Clip that.
Hammer that.
If you take out
Tag
already,
Coach Skippy.
if you already took out Penn State, if you take out Indiana, if you take out Ohio State,
No, there's no undoubtedly.
you're number 1 in the country. Fuck the voters.
Undoubtedly, because literally that would be a flip of the program, flip the script. We just went on a 7-0 run
yeah.
and axe murdered top 5, top 3 teams on the
you're
way in.
Grim Reaper. You're
No.
recreating the Grim Reaper.
Facts. But hey, that brings to mind.
Okay.
We'll talk about some hot seats.
Okay.
How big of a program? The more Skip wins.
Yeah.
Obviously, UCLA is a program that's got a lot of story behind it. Definitely has a lot to build, right? Is one of these seats across the country like getting more open as he continues to have success for him to make a big leap to a big program.
I think him not getting hired at Fresno State sucked.
Yeah.
I think 5 months ago it still sucked.
Mm-hmm.
I think last 3 weeks it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad either.
I don't think it's that bad. I think God works in mysterious ways. Okay. And I think there might have been a little blessing in disguise there. And you know what? See how shit shakes out? I'll tell you this much. If the season ended tomorrow, Tim Skipper is getting a pay raise somewhere.
Facts.
Well, I'll just throw this out there. I saw this online. It was just like a clip somewhere. Oh, Jethro Franklin posted it. The first thing that Skip did was he made them clean the locker room.
Good.
That was something that was a Fresno State thing. You don't wear your cleats off the mat. You keep it nice. You keep it clean. That's what championship teams do.
I did at least.
I love that little culture.
A couple hundred burpees over dirty locker rooms.
Yeah.
As it should be.
As it should be.
As it should be.
And that's going to lead to success, which we're seeing.
Fellas, I want to talk about, I know we're rolling on college football. We'll get in the NFL.
Go ahead.
Jam. A group of 5 matchup this weekend that I got my eyes on. A 6-1 South Florida ranked at 18 versus 6-1 Memphis.
Memphis was a wagon. I lost last week. They were 6-0 against the spread. UAB, who can Trent Dilfer. Mm-hmm. That's your classic rally for the interim head coach game. Okay, which we need to consider. We need to be on high alert for those.
High alert for those.
I would bet on Colorado State this week just because I think they're going to have some little hot
Purely
piss.
out of the juice of
That's what I'm saying.
Coach out the door. It's time to run a little free.
That interim's coming in hot, man.
No.
Hot. And usually the guys are very strategic about that. They're putting in on the interim position whoever the boys are going to rally behind. I think Florida's in that category
you're absolutely
too.
Right.
But it also,
you're absolutely right.
The problem with that, though, I will tell you, we've been a product of interim coaches.
Yeah.
It really depends on who the program picks. All right.
Oh, for sure.
It can be volatile as well. It can lead where getting your every mirror in the locker room taped up with a towel and names ripped off the back of your jersey and random slogans thrown on your chest, just like in a matter of like 6 weeks.
678, bro.
Like, hey, would you count every step? Like, you have to pick the right guy to interim, and I'm really glad our boy Tim Skipper's getting that opportunity. But I agree with you. There's going to be some juice throughout the rest of the season as more firings start happening. Looking around, like, is there a big matchup coming that looks a little scary, a little dog in the corner, but they're hungry because their interim coach is taking over?
You got nothing to lose, too.
You got nothing to lose.
Might as well swing.
Okay, last question on this. Do we think that because this is what college football is becoming, is just coaching getting fired. There's now a standard on coaches that kind of wasn't before.
Right.
Kind of like
Are we gonna see programs start to like the separation become even greater?
Yes.
Because of this, because there's some guys are gonna kind of get their feet set in the mud and be really, really good, and then if you can't get a coach, you're just kind of screwed.
I don't know. I still go back to what Kirby Smart said about how basically, there's one window now for the transfer portal. Mm-hmm. And once that thing closes, like, this is your squad for the year. This is your team for the year. I think there's going to be a lot more price per year, like coaching salary per year increase, but less 10-year contracts. Although I'm eating my own words because Signetti just signed an 8-year contract.
But that's in the category of, like, we got our guy.
Right. Like, I would guess that, like, a Penn State hire or a Florida hire is probably a 3-year deal.
Okay.
I would guess it's around there.
I think it's got to be closer to 5 with the out at 3. Because I don't think you're
signing.
Yeah. Like, I'm not.
There's going to be a lot of clauses.
Yeah, I'm not signing a big-time dude for 3 years. Like,
okay.
A big-time dude's smart enough to not take a 3-year.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
And I don't know anything about the contract, but James Franklin, he has to go get a job where he makes at least $8 million a year
Correct.
for the buyout to actually happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of rules.
Okay.
Things.
So some of these contracts, it might be $80 million, but most of it's not guaranteed.
That's a new age one. That's like one of the first ones we've seen where coaches have.
I haven't seen that. I mean,
stipulation
good on Penn State, and maybe
it.
they just said, like, hey, like, even if you go to shit, you coached long enough at Penn State, like, you're gonna get another job.
Yeah,
that's kind of where we're at on the whole thing.
Cool.
My man's not going to be an analyst next year. Okay.
No, but he's going to have a hot seat for a long time unless he can start winning games, like the big ones.
I don't know, man. I think you go to Florida and go 10-2. Your people are liking you.
That's eating.
Yeah, but you're going to have to at least have won some big games.
Yeah, but Florida's good to knock off an LSU and a Georgia every once in a while.
Absolutely. Last one, college football, big one.
Go.
Michigan State. 3-4 versus 5-2. Michigan still ranked at 25. Again, really grinds my gears that they're somehow still in the rankings.
Especially considering USC has the same record and they beat them heads up. Correct. I agree.
Like that's so like come on.
3-4. Where is it? Is it at Ann Arbor?
At Michigan State.
Oh, I love that.
That's
got Michigan State.
Last time some antics, a couple years ago on that field, block kick, win the game for Michigan
there's
State.
trouble with the snap, the ball's free.
The punt?
Yep. Like
that was so long ago.
That was absolutely
that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but I love.
I didn't know the guy that scored the touchdown broke his leg.
If you don't think that the video guy for Michigan State isn't climbing in the archives to throw that to them Friday night before the game,
of course.
Yes. Come on. It's every highlight you had against Michigan. Like, boys, we got to go recreate this.
I bet you it's the first clip.
Why not?
Why not me?
Like, I don't care if it's 10 years ago. Run that, John.
Just do it all
Give
day.
me the juice. Fill me up.
All day.
Come on. Talk to me about some NFL, Frank. I know you're dialed up on NFL today. Tell me what's good.
I think the Indianapolis Colts, there's no reason they aren't the Super Bowl favorites right now. I think it should be Indianapolis Colts and Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep.
We're recording this on Monday. They haven't played Monday Night Football yet. They're playing a good Detroit Lions team. We'll see how it pans out.
Who are you taking?
I'm probably taking the Bucs.
I'm going Bucs.
I'm taking Bucs.
No, I don't want the score yet.
No, I don't care about scores, but there's no reason the Colts shouldn't have extremely favorable odds to win the Super Bowl right now. I also don't know why Daniel Jones is not getting in the MVP conversation. Why?
Well, I think it's just he's been in the league for so long that he's had a lot of receipts on the other end of the conversation.
He's this year's Sam Darnold.
100%.
Yeah.
Honestly got plugged into a good team, a healthy team around him that's really good, that hasn't been healthy the last couple of years.
Extremely good
team.
Jonathan Taylor's also playing out of his fucking mind.
But and he was having a little bit of lull. It's a similar thing. Like, what's that?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking out loud here as we're talking through this. Like,
I'm glad you're using your brain.
Jackson Dart and Scattaboo, young guys that are kind of popping off. That they're kind of like the older version of that, in my opinion.
I don't see it apples to apples necessarily, but
with their success, they're older guys. They're winning games. They've
unique correlation. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the Giants are what 2-4 now.
Yeah,
and gave up 33 points in a single quarter last game.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say.
I guess my correlation is Daniel Jones on the Giants, terrible.
I mean, he had a run.
Rough.
He had a run with Saquon.
Yeah, somewhat, but it still was not very much success. Now he goes to a team with a good running back, a good system. They're doing well. That's my point.
Let's just change scenery. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
I think
it happens.
You can also, like, if you get into a fan base like that, it's a little volatile. He doesn't do well. Success starts to eat up on him. He's having a tough time. He gets a new fresh start somewhere else. Like, no matter what the story is coming in, as long as he produces, balls out, and wins games, they now get to create whatever story they want. And the Indianapolis Colts are creating a winning story.
I think the Cincinnati Bengals all of a sudden have a fucking pulse.
Okay, the Icy Hot Bowl.
Yeah,
with Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco.
Aaron Rodgers, Joe Flacco, absolutely slinging the pill like it's 2008.
No, I saw something that was like their Madden graphics the first year both of them were in the league.
Oh my god, bro!
Oh my, I fell about my chair.
Staticky.
It was staticky. But something I want to notice is like you all seen kicking and screaming.
Of course.
Get the ball to the Italians.
Yeah.
That was literally Joe Flacco. Between T. Higgins and Jamar and our boy Jamar,
dude,
I feed them the 16 receptions.
23 targets in one game is fucking insane.
16 receptions.
I know.
He's catching. I get it. 16 out of 23, whatever. That's a lot of routes, a lot of ball.
I said it, bro. There's hey, let's get this guy the ball. Hey, let's feed this dude today. And then this is called the Joey Chestnut treatment. He got the fucking Joey Chestnut treatment. They said, here's all the hot dogs. Eat them as fast as you can.
Cameras on you.
And Flacco said ahead of time. He wants the ball. I'm just going to throw it to him, man. If they didn't throw it to him 23 times, if they threw it to him 13 times, I don't think they win that game.
No.
But they did throw it to him 23 times. And all of a sudden, Joe Burrow, who I'm sure is trying really hard in his rehab and stuff, he's looking around going, Ravens are hurt. Browns don't have Joe Flacco anymore. They ain't shit. We already beat the Steelers once. I better get back. We could fuck around and win the division, right?
We might be in this thing.
I can't believe
And he might have to be on the docket for comeback player of the year again, and he hates it.
I literally said that. I cultivated that earlier this year.
Yeah.
I did say that, and I was like, man, he's really going to be unhappy. I have his jersey.
I just love it, though.
I think the Bengals are becoming dangerous. quietly.
But they
Can we
already
believe-
were. And they were a little low, right? And
It
they
looked
gave-
it looked like it was over.
It looked like the conductor of the train got off and just was like, "Hey, this thing will stop eventually."
No,
and whatever
it
happens,
looked like
happens.
it was over, and then I was like, "They're 3-4. Hey now,
Feeling
It's a
little-
better start
feeling
than
a little
last year.
spicy.
hey now."
I just can't believe that a Joe Flacco that's older probably doesn't move as well as Joe Burrow.
I know I'm eating my words on it.
But like he is playing very good football.
But let's
their O-line's terrible.
Let's not forget, Joe Flacco in his prime is probably one of the best pure pocket passers to bless the game of the NFL.
Guy's a surgeon.
The dude knows how to get. The dude knows his playbook. He knows how to get the ball into his players' hands. If you ever watched a Joe Flacco team, it wasn't about Joe Flacco going nutty. It was about getting the ball out of your hand. He's got less than 3 seconds in the pocket because I know these corners, these two edges are about to crash in on me. I got to get the ball out of my hand.
Joe Flacco, also, I put this out there. If there was ever a doubt whether he's a Hall of Famer or not, I think that game has to seal the deal.
100%.
That specific performance has to seal the deal.
100%. My next question for the fellas on NFL: are the Patriots a Super Bowl contender?
Yes. Mike Vrabel has them circled as a wagon right now. The Bills are kind of, a little identity crisis. Jets are a fucking dumpster fire. Dumpster fire.
I thought
When are they not though? Like we could have this conversation.
there were some moments when I was growing up where I watched the Raiders and I said, I don't think there can be a team that.
You talking about the Raiders?
The Raiders, and then now it's like the Jets have really taken that over for me.
Raiders are still pretty shitty right now, but
Dude, not worse than the Jets.
I just think that it's a situation, and I mean, I feel bad for Tua and Mike McDaniels and the Dolphins.
They're
man.
really bad.
That's
too.
honestly, it's a sad situation.
They're really bad too.
It's a really what's
correct
shitty
me
is
if I'm wrong. Did McDaniels not say that he's gonna bench him, or did
I
he
don't
already
know if
get
that's
benched?
clarified or
is
not
that
yet. But it seems like
Why
listen,
is Tua still playing football?
the Jets are 0-7, and that sucks. I still think they have a better culture than the Dolphins right now, though. The Dolphins culture seems like it's like bro, you don't want to go to the locker
at
like
the lowest of the lows.
Honestly, like you probably ain't watching that much film.
Cancun
anymore.
can't come any sooner kind of vibe.
If I'm on that team and I'm somewhat of an asset, I'm asking for a trade right now. That's
Yeah,
it. That's the eject button.
I think it's in the dumps pretty bad over there.
It sucks. But to answer your question about the Patriots, they're a wagon. I think Mike Vrabel has a little bit when they beat up on the Bills. What was that? 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
I think there was the pregame speech was very simple. Hey man, I played here, and when I played here, we used to beat the shit out of the Buffalo Bills. We're gonna get back to that.
Yep.
They're little bro.
Yep.
Like I know they got the MVP right now and all that shit. We're gonna get back to that, and they just seem like they are on full speed ahead.
They really are a team that I think you like watching. They're fundamentally sound. They don't give up a lot of penalties. They play with a ton of effort for each other. Right?
They're a
Like
well-coached football
They're
team.
a well-coached football team, but it's like you're starting to kind of see the true benefits of having a good coach that gives you the ability to have a free locker room.
Yeah.
Because your coach can lead you all the way to go dap your buddy up. Hey, great play. But the moment it hits this shift where like it just becomes natural to go hype your teammate up, pick a guy up, that's the forming of like, yo.
I think Drake
about to
May
put
is
something
also
together
an unbelievable quarterback that I didn't really.
He's very good.
Last year, I thought, okay, this guy he can be a good quarterback, but now we're seeing he's putting.
He's top next 5 years MVP.
They were just
in the
talking
conversation.
that they were just talking about in the last 5 games or something or a short stint in this year. He's putting if he stays on that pace, he's outperforming as a dual threat like Lamar Jackson and some of these guys like that have really put up big numbers. Dude, it's what halfway. We're approaching halfway through his second season ever.
Yeah.
No,
It's
there's
unreal.
some crazy stats out there like that. Like I heard the other day
He's breaking Patriot records.
Yeah.
There's a guy named Tom that used to play there. He's pretty good.
I heard he was
they
a
got
good
a
player.
statue of him out front. You should go do your history walk.
Should be bigger.
Should be. But
Can we talk about how many young quarterbacks are balling right now?
The next generation's rising.
Dude,
because I heard
Bo
the
Nix.
next generation though that's coming
Dart.
to college right now, a little dicey.
I'm not big on it. We
A
can
little
get into
dicey.
it.
You should be happy that this
We're seeing a
generation,
good
our
crop.
generation,
Yeah.
that there's a good feeding of quarterback from top to bottom, like best to even like Drake May be in that kind of
middle tier. He's not young. He's young.
But like his
second season.
That's what I'm saying. He's still
But in his draft class, he wasn't a top 5 guy. They were like, hey, he's a cusp. He can be really good. Goes to the right program.
He was kind of the Lamar of that class.
And then you think
Bo Nix, dude.
Bo Nix.
Hey, wasn't pretty. 33 points in the fourth quarter.
Even Dart though.
You can't be a good NFL football team by giving up 33 points in the fucking fourth quarter.
Insane.
You can't.
I watched the whole thing.
There's 2 teams that ever do it. Them and the Colts back in like 2003. Since like the 70s.
Against the Vikings, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something like that.
It's bizarre, but I think there's some young gunslingers right now. I mean,
Dart.
Chiefs beat the fuck out of the Raiders.
Piss.
And that
Rashee Rice just comes out of nowhere,
that wasn't like a good win. That was like at halftime. That was like, hey man, they get so fired up when they're even in it with us. Let's run it up on these motherfuckers.
The tough part is like there was so much chatter. Like, are they done? Da, 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 da. Like the tough part, I like Mahomes as a baller. I just think his personality gives me a little.
Sure, not your kind.
You don't have to like the guy, but
fuck, when you start talking shit about him, he goes and drinks about 4 more Coors Lights and's like, I'm about to fucking turn it up on these motherfuckers,
bro,
and starts bawling out of nowhere.
It's insane.
I mean, they talk about the culture of that place. That's why they're doing so well. The culture of the place.
I could.
It shines through. It needs to shine through if you want your program to win.
Yeah.
Straight, like,
how about the Chicago Bears being 4-2 right now?
With a quarterback that's rough.
Hey, you can say all you want. He's about to be the first ever Chicago Bear to throw for 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
Like, you can say all you want, but the man is putting some numbers up. You may not like his choice of throws sometimes and where you place it.
I just think he just misses throws at times.
Hey,
I think
I don't give a fuck what
I don't care if he's
winning
missing
games.
I'm thinking sometimes he's like, yo, if my guy run that route a little faster, he gets on his connection down. Like, they're finding ways to win games and winning football games.
Dallas Cowboys.
Whoop the shit.
Dallas Cowboys my best offense in the NFL right now.
With healthy team,
Tom Brady has been saying this for a long time that Dak Prescott is a great and smart quarterback.
He is a great and smart quarterback.
I mean, for
that first game of the year, Thursday Night Football, I was like, this dude's on.
That next Tuesday, all of us were like, I think it's a little crazy of us to say that Dak Prescott might be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
He is.
He's a hooper, and when he has his boys around him, and CeeDee Lamb's healthy.
Yeah. George Pickens has been a nice asset.
Yes.
No, George Pickens.
Tight ends are dogs.
I loved watching George Pickens kick somebody in the face or something. He jumped up, kicked him.
His blossom in these last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Right, where CeeDee Lamb's down and someone in the locker room CeeDee's like, "Hey George," could you imagine how to tell George, "Hey George, pick it up, bro," and he just goes nutty. It's insane, and he has been going crazy.
Now that's they have those little signs, and it's smash this to set a fire alarm off. Yeah. It was like that with George Pickens. Smashed it and just let him go.
And I just love how loose he is with ball security.
Oh, he doesn't give a fuck. Worst example. Worst example.
Holding it.
No, he's a great example of please
don't do
this.
Don't do this.
Do not hold it like a loaf of bread.
I said it earlier before the season started. My dark horse NFL team. Hey man, I would not want to play the Los Angeles Rams right now. Matt Stafford is saying, I'm going to get one more before I retire.
Might as well, right?
Everyone's talking about him battling that back, and he's been open about how sore his back is. But
good.
You know what it's like when you start winning football games, throwing 3 touchdowns to your best receiver. That back doesn't hurt as much anymore.
Okay, but Puka being out has really let Adams shine.
I think if I'm a dude in the league, I want to play with Matt Stafford. Oh, that's the guy who I want to play with out of anybody in the NFL right now.
Especially in the position of wide receiver.
Of course.
The man gets the ball out of his hand fast. He also can throw it looking this way and have it be a dime 30 yards downfield that way.
Got to get him on the pod to ask about the mechanics of that whole thing. But
I think he's got one of those eyes that just goes
maybe. You got a lazy eye?
No.
Matt Stafford, you got a lazy eye?
That man's peripheral is insane. He's
wild.
seeing 180 back here. But you're 100% right. Puka being out, definitely. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. But
he's coming back, and I think that's going to mean that they're going to peak probably at the right time.
Yeah,
and we always talk. Sean McVay is he's just maniacal in the way he preps. Yep. He literally is sitting there just chiseling out how am I?
Everyone thought they were idiots because they went to London late. I think they went 36 hours before.
He said, "Go to sleep, wake up, we're playing football."
No, I got to get my facts right on that.
You think it was planned? Or it was planned.
For sure
planned.
The Jags got there a week early, and they were I think they took a team vote. I was watching Ronnie Rivers' Snapchat story.
Yeah, same.
They were there. They were like, listen, man, we're not going to adjust for the time. So
No.
we're not. We're all professionals. We're going to fly you guys there. It's going to be a nice flight, guys. We're going to land. Get your body right. Don't go fuck around and explore London. Do that on the off season.
Yeah, you're rich enough. Spend your own money.
Baby.
We're gonna go win this one, and we're gonna get the fuck out of there. And you got to think, it's like playing at Hawaii, man. It's like, hey, I don't want to play across the pond. Crazy shit happens.
Yeah, but you also know, like, these freaking jets they're flying are so fucking nice. They're all laid
Oh,
back.
you
It's
don't even realize you're in the
get your
air.
sleep in, take your melatonin, and boys, when you get off this plane, we're SEAL Team 6.
And the Rams feel like they're the type of franchise who travels very well. Like,
Yep.
very
SWAT team mentality.
SWAT team
get
mentality.
In, get out.
No grab ass. Like, hey, man, it's a business trip. Like, let's go do our thing.
You guys are all professionals. I don't need to hold your hand.
Yes.
But let's talk about the other Monday night football game. I talked about having doubleheaders on a Monday night. I'm a fan of it. I'm going to go home and by 9:30 still be able to watch some football.
Well, my good old Jahmyr Gibbs just gave me a 78-yard tutty.
Nice.
And I still only have a 13% chance to win.
Texans versus Seahawks. Who are you taking?
I want Seattle, and I want them
I want
hard.
Seattle as well. Like,
I'm a Seahawks guy right now.
I'm really liking. We talked about
Mac was there for 36 hours.
on.
He might go back. I don't know.
That'd be fantastic.
12th man. I would love that. But I'm a Seahawks guy right now.
The jerseys. I've always thought that the Seattle jerseys are a great color scheme.
With that little carbon down the middle.
Yeah, always. Ever since the Legion of Boom time, Marshawn Lynch
Beastquake.
Their throwbacks were sexy.
Yeah,
With like the royal blue with the green.
nasty. Larry Fitzgerald, obviously not Fitzgerald. Sherman.
Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dreaded black guy.
Dreaded black guy. Apologize to the listeners. It's a tough one for the lad. All right,
Happens.
We'll take it on the chin.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
I know what you're talking about.
I just corrected him and kept it plugging.
I was like, shit, it's not my guy.
I was like, Pete Carroll?
Fitzgerald. Honestly, I keep looking up at the Cardinals jersey behind you. So it's in my head.
Oh
but-
my god, I like the Seahawks here, man. I think if they could sneak away with that, Seahawks at 5-2, Rams at 5-2, Niners, bang bang Niner gang.
I
at
cannot
5-2.
believe they keep
Niners
winning
just keep
freaking
winning.
games.
Just keep winning.
And I don't really know how.
You
really
know what they
don't
are?
really know
The
how.
Niners
Faithful.
are the
They're
definition.
faithful.
They're the definition of winners find a way.
No facts.
That's what they are right
Program
now.
culture is like, hey guys, we've always really kind of found a way to sneak.
I
some
saw an
stuff out.
awesome.
Scary combination.
No, and if they could get
With
healthy,
decent team, like a good team.
So the Niners are, and I know there's chit chat. And listen, Mac Jones is a friend of the program. He's a Bama boy. Boys with Slade, Mac Hereford, all those guys. The Niners next couple games: Texans next week, Giants, Rams, Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, Titans, Colts, Bears, Seahawks.
All right, let me just make sure I got that in my head.
Holy
'Kay.
shit.
Yes.
You rattled those off so damn fast.
My
I lost
point
me at
is-
freaking Colts.
Brock Purdy's battling turf toe, which we said needs a manlier name.
Way manlier. I feel like guys, they feel like they're just sitting on the fucking couch doing
No,
nothing.
I can't wait to have Brock on the pod and be like, what should we call turf toe?
Show me your toe.
How bad does it hurt?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I thought turf toe was like when they have to like scrape the extra skin off of it when I first got to college.
Yeah.
This is our exact point.
No, exactly. People
Think that shit's sweet.
Some of
It
the-
ain't.
Yeah, the group chat that I'm in with my girlfriend's friends for the fantasy, they're like, "What is turf toe? How is it taking all these quarterbacks' souls?" I'm like,
listen,
not a big
man.
deal.
It kind of does.
Hey, the wrong paper cut can hurt.
No.
It's the truth. You get a bad paper cut, you be in the shower, washing your hands. My question is, at what point, when Brock Purdy's back and Mac Jones keeps winning, do you just say,
"Sorry, bro"?
what happens if Brock comes back and they lose?
How fast does he get ejected?
They just paid the man. And Mac, what I really respect the shit out of Mac Jones is he's repeated multiple times now, this is Brock Purdy's team. I am his backup. I'm trying to help this team win games until he returns.
Alabama guy.
I love, as
Alabama
a pro, talking about own your role, that's not, what people don't realize, yes, that's great for media. What that says to the culture in the locker room of we're in offensive meetings, we're in quarterback meetings, and it's like, hey, we're all on the same page here. There's no tension where it's
There's
like
no animosity. It's
no.
Boys are playing ball
no,
for each other.
it's not like the New York Giants this year where you had Jameis, Russ, and a freshly picked Jackson Dart where you're like, hey, man, like, Russ, you got the nod, you got a contract. Jameis, you're a proven guy. This guy's on your ass. If you fuck up, you're going to lose your spot. Like, that was writing on the wall. That is not the culture whatsoever right now. It's Mac Jones. You are the backup. Brock, you're coming back. I don't think people expected Mac Jones to be winning the way he is right now. So is there, if we were to make a graph where is the point that says where's the coordinate that says
I never really
we're going to keep rolling with Mac Jones?
I never really conceptualized this because I just had this conversation with another group of friends. Like, backup quarterback is an actual position. It's not.
Yeah.
It's an active position. Like, they will pick people up as a backup quarterback, and that is your role.
Yeah.
Whether you come in, you ball out for 4 games.
Why do you think Jameis Winston hasn't
left
where he's at?
Dude,
Exactly.
a good backup quarterback in the league can make you a very nice living.
Yeah. And so that's the hard part is, I mean, that's Mac Jones' role right now. I think there's an argument to be made. Let's say Purdy comes back and they lose 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
Maybe you got to put Mac Jones back in. I don't know. Carson Wentz.
I think
Gardner Minshew. It's like I bet you the Raiders wish they had Gardner Minshew right now.
To answer the question, I think that you ride the wave. If he's winning, he's winning.
But what happens if Brock's good to go?
So what happens if there's 2 games left until the playoffs?
You wouldn't let the fuels fall off. Mac you would have a long leash on him. Say you go and win 3 more, 4 more. He's now healthy. I'm still going with the hot hand. I am. Until all of a sudden we're in the 4th quarter and he blows it out. Now Purdy takes his job back over and goes.
What happens?
I want to give this one. There's 2 weeks left until playoffs.
He'll be back before then.
Okay, we're going hypothetical.
Okay.
Just as a quarterback.
Turf toe really fucked him up.
Dude, it's just lingering, okay?
It's 2 toes.
He accidentally slipped while doing the lawn.
It's 2 toes.
Turf toes. He has turf foot. Okay, so hypothetically, there's 2 games left.
2 games left.
And you've been rolling with Mac Jones.
You've been rolling with Mac Jones.
And you guys he's gone 8-2.
Yeah. 7-3. One of those.
Yeah, and it's just your guys are kind of rolling. Beat some good teams too.
Right.
Not just. What do you do in that situation, as coaching staff?
Consult my upper leadership on the team.
I wonder if Brock has a saying in this.
You easily could. He's a captain, but a lot of these decisions aren't just coach made. I think you have a core leadership group on the inside the locker room of the 49ers. I think that's a Monday morning conversation that you invite them in and say, like, what would happen if we pulled the hot hand off and put Purdy back in? Are we still going to roll as an offense?
I think
that's the only way you can do it, because if you know how mojo works, like
wasn't this like a Nick Foles Carson Wentz thing? Didn't that kind of happen?
Nick Foles went down.
Yeah,
and Carson Wentz went down, and Nick Foles
came back, and then
Nick Foles won the Super Bowl.
Your point of having a really good backup quarterback.
Yeah.
That was their situation. This is different.
I think good teams have I feel like Baltimore right now really wishes they had a good backup quarterback.
Yeah,
because they're pissing games away.
Yes. So it's gonna be way above our pay grade. We're not ever gonna really know how the conversation goes, but I would love, in the way that I play football, the way I know I've played football in a locker room that is on a roll, I want to stay with the hot hand.
Maybe it's already happened. Maybe Brock was good to go this week.
Exactly. We don't even know. Maybe
if Mac Jones wasn't there and our Fresno native Adrian Martinez was the only guy that was the backup, and you're kind of like, hey.
Well, didn't he just get there like recently?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. But I'm saying, like, if he was if it's only Brock Purdy or Adrian Martinez, then you're like, hey, Brock, we gotta win this. We gotta win this Sunday night matchup, man.
Yeah,
let's go. But I think it's already happened. The more we're digesting the situation,
it easily could have, and they've just been rolling with the hot hand. I just think in the game of football,
because Brock's been practicing. He's been kind of a day before inactive type guy.
That's what I mean. And you can roll. Like IR is like mandatory
4 games.
4 games.
4 games.
Right, which if you have a buy in there, all that. But like, he could have easily already been back and just been like, hey, like, you just keep pumping the brakes. Let's nurse this a little bit longer. Get you some extra rehab spots in, because your boy over here is doing his job as 111th as a backup, winning football games. I easily could see that.
I have 2 more topics. One of them, World Series is starting.
Yeah.
We got to talk about Ohtani. Okay. 3 homers.
Generational.
3 homers, 10 Ks. Pitching. How do we convert that into football terms? Is that scoring 3 touchdowns and having a pick 6 with 10 tackles?
Yeah. No, yeah. Like throw some wonky crazy.
I mean, I have no fucking
It'd be like
idea.
that stat line plus like a kick return for a touchdown and a block punt.
Yeah,
like his stat line is just insane.
I don't even know how you can compare it.
You really can't, because baseball's so different. I also saw the highlights from it. Most of his strikeouts, he wasn't even throwing it in the zone. So his stuff was just nasty. Yeah. They could not touch him. They were chasing it. They could not touch him. It was nasty. And I'm a Padre fan, so that fucking is gross coming out of my mouth.
Right.
But, like, I'm watching that. I'm like, oh.
When they won that series pretty easily, right?
Yeah. 4-0'd them.
Yeah.
And because you brought the Dodgers up, now everyone's talking about how if they go win another natty, it's about to just ruin baseball.
They bought it.
No, they bought it, and there's supposed to be a collective bargaining agreement supposed to be for next year for the Players Association. So everyone's thinking, like, they go win this, there needs to be a salary cap, we may not be playing baseball next year. And Coach Roberts gets up on the stand and says, let's go win 4 more games and ruin baseball.
That's what he said.
So, what?
The only thing I can equate that to, and it's completely different, but a performance like that, I think, is almost as good as being down 28-3 and coming back.
But it's so hard because, like,
it's a team. They're both offense had to go well. Defense had to go well.
And baseball's a team sport.
That's what I'm saying. But it's the only thing. But
when you're the pitcher and then you're the cleanup hitter,
it's a team sport.
It becomes pretty easy to take a game.
Baseball is a individualized team sport. Though.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. And even more of a percentage of that when you're the pitcher, and you also get to be the DH.
Yeah.
Like your ability to take over a game comes a lot faster at that point.
My last thing that I want to bring up today, Heisman. Okay. I said this 3 weeks ago about Alabama, that if Diego Pavia beat Alabama, he should be the Heisman frontrunner. Okay? He just beat LSU. LSU was ranked 10 in the country. They throttled them. Like, I know it was tight. They got after him. Like, again, Vandy, they're a one-loss team to Alabama. It was number 4. Vandy should be 8 in the country right now if you're going to have one-loss teams up there.
What are they, 10 right now?
What are they right now?
Something like that?
I was looking up Heisman odds, and I think there's some crazy names that popped up for me on
But my point is, tell me why Diego Pavia is not going to win the Heisman this year. He has to keep winning.
He's going to have to keep winning. I would say that the only reason that he would lose that is, one, he's got to win the rest of his games, and if he doesn't get to the spotlight where the media continues covering him into the playoff,
Vandy's 10 right now.
He loses his chance. Well, if he doesn't make it to a playoff to get extended coverage of his playtime, he's going to get overran by.
I'll just say
this. They got Missouri. They got They got Missouri, who's 15 in a good program. Their only loss was by 3 to Bama. They got Texas. They got Auburn. They got Kentucky. They got Tennessee.
I'll just say this: if they can get past Missouri and beat them, because I think Missouri has a hell of a football team.
You think next week we're on the pod saying he?
But I'm telling you, like,
he could be
right now. He has like a plus 1,200 odd.
That's good value.
Okay, there's 3 guys ahead of him with 300 odds with Ty Simpson from Alabama,
which I think he is the front runner right now.
Fernando Mendoza from Indiana.
He should be in the mix.
Should be in the conversation. And then freshman or like he might be a true freshman or whatever, Oceanside kid Julian Sayin at Ohio State.
Mm-hmm. Again, we're disrespecting him right now. He's number 1 team in the country.
Number 1 team in the country. He's also like breaking records for like first freshman to throw for like have 85% throwing percentage.
Wow.
300-yard games and touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a dog.
And you're at Ohio State where some really good football players have come through.
Right.
That. So
well, and that's too breaking freshman records. That's also a piece of the Heisman.
Correct. And you got Marcel Reed and Gunnar Stockton, Texas A&M, and Georgia all still ahead of Diego Pavia.
I'm just going to throw this out there with the Diego Pavia thing. Right now, in my opinion, he's just not. He's not there right now with where he's at, but he has a path to it. Beating Missouri, beating Texas, beating Tennessee, going on a playoff run.
If he wins those games, he's got the biggest brand. That'll bring more viewers to this Heisman. All this thing, like what kind of like. I'm not gonna go back on my ticket saying that I still believe that Travis Hunter deserved to win Heisman Trophy, but we did get into a battle of presence and media. So like,
I think Travis Hunter's brand won him the Heisman.
100%.
Yes.
So like in this same conversation, Diego Pavia, if he stays in the running winning football games, his brand's gonna elevate him to get that.
If he beats Missouri and he beats Texas, I think after that Texas game, he's the front runner.
But I really do like I like Ty Simpson and I like Fernando Mendoza.
Ty Simpson someone said it. Reese Davis said it. If Ty Simpson's last name was Manning, he would be the undisputed. He would be minus 500 right now to be the fucking Heisman front runner.
Yep.
That's just what it is.
1,000%. And then you have Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State, who's still in the running.
Dog.
I think it's tougher nowadays to win it as a wide receiver when there's a loaded class of QBs ahead of you. Like if you're on the list,
I think he can break out.
But listen, all those guys,
they're not that good. It's just the fact that there's so many of them to choose from.
All these guys that we just named off, and I'm even trying to make a case for Diego Pavia. not one of those guys. There's not one dude in the country right now that's screaming.
Correct.
He's the Heisman.
Correct.
Like and last year we had two. Last year we had two.
Genty was screaming it because he was going fucking stupid, and Travis Hunter was doing well,
balling out.
Not necessarily on a winning team,
but balling out.
But balling out.
He was putting up numbers
with a giant brand with Prime behind him.
But that like helps hammer home the point of like you don't have enough firepower in these other dudes. Their playing is, but a brand isn't. So if Diego just stays relevant and his brand still takes care of him, I could see him sneaking in.
Dude, we talked
He's
about
at the fucking ceremony no matter what.
I feel like they would hate to have Diego in the Heisman house. I feel like there's a slice of that. I feel like they already have Johnny. They can't have too much riffraff.
No, too much riffraff. Well, it's gonna be like.
Well, did you know he pissed on University of New Mexico's field and he got like kicked? He could. When we played them, he couldn't go into their. They had to practice at like high school or something because during our bowl game when we played them because he pissed on their logo like in recruiting.
But
yeah, wow.
You made me lose my train of thought on that one. Don't know where I was going.
Brand.
It's all good. It'll come back. Probably in the car on the way.